are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Stanley. Pass incomplete. And here a look at the offensive starters for the Redskins.
And the big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Operating from the gun, Stanley. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Back to throw. Stanley. This will be caught at about the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second down, this is Wilson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. A look here on your screen at how Washington's going to line up defensively. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Wilson with a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Back to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
70, Indy.
To throw on 2nd down. Stanley looking left side. He's got it complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Stanley looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off play action. Stanley. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanley. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Complete. Smith has it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 2nd down, it's Wilson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Pirine. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Pirine. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Houston. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Strip that ball. Twist.
Off the play fake. Stanley. He sets the fire. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley. His throw incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Stanley. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Grant. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Stanley. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And this one complete to Smith. This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. They'll set up a throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down, Stanley. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
50 on. 50 seconds to mine.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Shift.
5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanley. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we...
Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes his field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stanley. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Back to throw. Stanley. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Stanley. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete. Bernard. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That's a gain of 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side complete. It's Houston. They'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used. Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. On 1st down, Stanley. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They will run with Grant. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Set, ready, 8, read. Cut. Snap.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Watch the screen.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanley. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. The last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Flowers. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stanley. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Looking to throw. Stanley. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, Stanley, and he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. They run on first down with Jackson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. And his throw is incomplete. The Redskins on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Stanley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw here. It's caught. Smith. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It's taken to the 26. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Stanley going right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a give right side. Grant. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loaded in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
To throw on third down, Stanley, and that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they...
And he lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They've bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Back to throw. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Now you're right on the edge of...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got Smith here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule.